one person in here with one thumbs up.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, right off the bat. Live chat. There we go. Let me know if you guys can hear us and see us. We're just getting on the road, headed out to Shootdang Fest. Miss Mary's got me driving.
Yeah, I'm not driving.
I gotta watch the speed on this thing.
You've been too busy making our customers happy to actually make this app. If we did make this, we'd say, is it every part?
Look down, I was almost doing 80.
You can do that easy in this country.
Didn't even realize it. She's watching.
Good morning, Alex.
Have an amazing trip. Love from Britain. I guess that's the British flag, right?
Looks like it.
Good morning, Sandy Wilkerson.
Morning, Sandy.
You can talk to him if you want. Let Miss Mary practice on her going live. Did you get the job? Yes, I got the job. Monday morning, going in, redo my physical, drug testing and all that stuff. A new thing they do now is not just the UA, they actually do a hair follicle test now, so that's pretty cool. Thanks, Lila.
Anything to help a friend out.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be going. I didn't think it was going to happen. She just happened to catch my live, and then she said, for whatever reason, I just said I'd take you. Thank you, Sandy. Hopefully they don't hear an echo from that. Do you guys hear an echo?
I'll turn my volume off. They won't hear the echo.
My chat keeps disappearing. Lila said, have fun for me.
Lila, you'd need to give me at least a week's notice if I was going to come get you.
It'd be easier just to pay for a plane ticket. That's a long drive.
Well, she said it was 3 times what it was last year. I can understand that, you know.
Thank you, Sandy.
But you'll be missed, Lila.
Yep. Got 14 people in here. Shootdang.
Yeah.
I think my cousin Billy might be there too, y'all.
All right. First time I seen him, I thought, man, who is that?
I don't have the GPS going, so I'm just I'm going off of memory on how to get there. I'm pretty confident. I've only been by there a couple thousand times, so I think I can find it.
And this is the way I would have gone. I would go down to Buffalo Ridge Ranch
Yeah.
and
Hit I-44.
hit I-44 there. That's what I would have done. Let's see.
I kind of like this
Whispers from the
pickup.
dark. Howdy. From North Texas.
How long should the drive be? Roughly 2 hours.
If he puts his foot in it, we can make it an hour and a half. But it's an hour and a half from my house.
Now, I'm trying to get a job at CFI. If I get a ticket,
Oh,
that affects my pay.
yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It could affect your job, too.
Yeah, it could affect me getting a job. They'd be like, really? Speeding ticket? Really?
I guess I'm going to have to get my glasses out to read these comments. Try try to read them to you.
Let's see. Elaine Skelton May said, "So happy you're going to Shootdang. Thank you, Miss Mary."
Oh, it's
Thank you,
Miss
Miss
Mary's pleasure.
I brought something to give Miss Mary. It's in my backpack back there. It's kind of special. It's if you guys go back and watch my video on the very first carving off my Bob CNC, you'll see what it is.
Oh, the little coasters.
Yeah, the one with the deer head and stuff on it.
Yeah. I took my.
I dated it and everything from the date of that video and signed it and then put Shootdang Fest 2020 or 2022 on it.
Oh, cool.
On the back of it.
Well, thank you. I took my little carving board, my cheese board, and took that up there to the off-grid property. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, I didn't know if you shared that on your channel yet.
I haven't put out a video since I got it. I just was kind of waiting.
Have you been putting videos out?
No, not all winter.
I was gonna say I haven't seen any videos from you in a while. So, and sometimes that's just because I don't get notifications. Like they'll stop giving me notifications for certain channels or whatever if they haven't put something out in a while, or if I missed one, I didn't click on it.
Oh.
It seems like that's what they do.
Whispers from the dark. If George and Melanie Crocker are there, give them a hug for me. Tell them Whispers in the Dark from North Texas said howdy. I don't think they're going to be there, but if they are, I sure will. Yeah, I've wanted one of them coasters. I almost bought me a set at the last meetup. I didn't. Funds was a little tight, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, that one's just kind of special. It's like the very first carving on that CNC. So I was like, I'll give her something special.
Oh, Lila says no, that Mom and Papa Crocker wasn't able to come. Yeah, I enjoyed watching your video of the CNC when you were doing those.
I'll probably start doing a few more of those on weekends where I just don't feel like working on the bus.
Yeah, where you can just sit.
I still have the video of the headstone thing that I made for Robertson's Bellyacres that I need to edit and do, but that video, I don't know, like I ended up doing several takes because it was like so like heart touching, like I could not keep it together to like try to finish that video out. Hopefully I can get something made of that. I was actually going through my phone the other day and
seen part of it where you gave it to them.
Yeah.
And that was tough on you, just giving it to them.
Yeah. Okay. Smash that like button, you know.
Yeah,
Tiffany Spangler says, hit the like button.
I wait until after it's over with before I hit the like button because I'm reading comments.
Sometimes you just have to remind them while they're in there, otherwise they may, you know, I don't expect people to stay on the live like the whole time or anything.
I do.
Doggone, if you're going to watch my live, you need to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, because you might miss something.
Well, I mean, but sometimes my lives go for like 3 hours.
I know.
People got things to do.
I just pick up my phone and go to the potty.
Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do that when you're on live, like when you're the one doing the live.
I know, but when you're just watching, you can do anything you want to.
Yeah. That's why in the bus, well, I didn't show her around in the bus. She just came pick me up, but I'll show her around, I guess, maybe when we come back. But where the toilet is, I'm putting in a little USB plug-in.
Yeah.
Where I can keep my phone charged.
I saw that. I seen that episode where you was talking about that. I didn't watch a lot of your bus bill when you was doing mechanical on the bus, getting it mechanically. But once you got started on the inside of it, I began to watch a little closer.
Yeah. Morris Patch of Heaven is asked me on one of my videos this morning. They commented, wanted to know if I would build them a bus. I'm like,
not gonna happen.
I don't know. Like, that is a lot of work, and with my new job and only having the weekends off and maybe some time in the afternoon, I mean, if I leave out at 7 o'clock in the morning, and what that job is at CFI is actually going from the home office here in Joplin down to the operating center in Dallas. It's actually in Segoville, Seagoville, Segoville. It's actually down there, not too far from the area where, like Tom and Rhonda live.
Oh, way down there.
Yeah. So it's the outskirts of Dallas on that side, the east side of Dallas.
Well, they live on down on the coast.
No, not Tom and Rhonda.
Oh, Tom and Rhonda, yeah.
Mom and Pop, they live down there towards the coast.
Tom and Rhonda's supposed to be there today.
Yeah. I was watching their live yesterday when they were coming in. That was pretty cool. I had like phone calls and stuff coming in yesterday, so I was only in people's lives for a little while and then having to do other things. But that's what I'll be doing every single day down to Dallas and back. So it'll be a full day, and I probably won't feel like doing much of anything when I get back home. But the good thing is I'll be home every day and be able to take care of the chickens and things like that. That's one reason a job like that is just the perfect fit, and that's what I've been kind of holding out for, is to find a perfect job like that where I can make good money. Also found out that I'm going to get a $10,000 sign-on bonus.
Cool.
But that'll be paid out, like, I think over a year or something.
Sandy said she watches the entire live. And Lila,
Yeah.
she refuses to take her phone to the bathroom. Cabin in the woods. Hey, can't wait to see you. Sandy Wilkerson's. That's a lot of driving. I done my share of driving this morning. It's his turn.
But that's nothing compared to what I used to do. When I was owner-operator, and okay, my motor blew up 3 months or so in, and mind you, I was being financed by the guy that sold the truck and the trailer to me. I bought a truck, a 98 Peterbilt 379 with a 36-inch flat top sleeper and a Tempe Super Hopper. 20, I think it's 21,000 for the trailer, 50,000 for the truck. Okay, so in the hole big time for that, and then several thousand for going to the National Association of Small Trucking Companies over in Nashville, Tennessee. I went there for classes to learn how to run a trucking company. So I had that expense, the travel expense and everything and all that. I was way in the hole, way in debt. And about 3 months in, the semi-truck, the motor blew up. And yeah, so that right there was another $10,000, basically to have the guy that I was buying the truck from, have him send one of his drivers out. We hooked up to my trailer, went and delivered that, took it back, dropped it off at my house, then grabbed his Landau trailer, went out, picked my truck up, and drug it back to the house, dropped it off, and then I went down to Fort Worth, picked up a tanker trailer for him, took it to his house, and that, going and picking that up was supposed to pay for the fuel and everything. He didn't take that off. He shystered me on it. But then eventually, plus there was another like $5,500 for the used motor that we got. Then I think it was another $800 or so that we had to pay to Peterbilt for some computer work and stuff they had to do. So yeah, I was deep in the hole.
First trip out, huh? Well, believe it or
I mean,
not.
it wasn't first trip out, but it was, within 3 months, I hadn't really had a chance to really make any money.
Back in the 80s, I had a CDL, flatbedded.
Really?
The coolest job we ever took was we was in California and we picked up aluminum ingots. We took them to Spokane. They rolled them into aluminum rolls. We loaded that load of aluminum rolls and took it down somewhere in south in the Carolinas or West Virginia or somewhere down in there, and watched them make pop cans out of it again. And that was the coolest load we ever had.
I used to do, when I first started,
Because that was just back to back to back.
Yeah. When I was team driving with my brother with Schneider National, we would pick up coils down in Calexico, California, and we would take that up into Maine, right out to the edge of the, right up on the ocean, and they would turn that into tuna fish cans and package the tuna fish right there.
Okay, MT Homestead says, good morning, see y'all soon.
Good morning, MT. Yeah, I've got bad signal here. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. As I'm going through Wyandotte, Oklahoma, I probably will lose signal. I forgot about that. It's a bad spot. So
we may have to take a break through there.
Yeah. May have to end up coming back on or something. Caucasian Sasquatch, what's up? Said, hi, hello, nice lady.
Hi!
This is Miss Mary, and her channel is Never Too Late Homestead. And I just cut out right there. I hope you guys heard me. Man. Yeah,
it shows
it's
it's still going.
Oh, is it? On my end, it's just whirling, so that go. I'm chilling. Hi, Miss Mary. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a few miles here through Wyandotte before I start getting good signal again.
Cabin in the Woods says, yep. He must have lost you a little bit. Tim Zerbinsky. What's up, David? Mary from Witherton, West Virginia.
Cool.
Weirton.
Oh no, I can't read it.
Yeah, the Eirton. Weirton, West Virginia.
Weirton.
We were leased on to Sisters Transport out of Spokane back in the day.
That is beautiful country up there in Washington.
I lived in Wenatchee, Washington for 10 years. 10, 12 years, something like that. Back in the 80s.
Yeah, I didn't start driving till 2000. 2000 is when I got my CDL. I literally got my CDL the day I turned one.
Hey, Lobo Reyes. Hello, my friends. Hi from Mexico. Well,
What's up, Lobo? Lobo Reyes.
Alright, Sasquatch. She has contents. Does she do interviews? I haven't never done a live by myself or an interview. I just joined in on other people's chats.
That's the wrong cord. It says it stopped charging because my phone's overheating.
Oh.
I may have to
Well,
stop
mine did
somewhere.
it.
Yep. Get off the rumble strips.
Try that.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it's plugged in.
charging
Slight
again.
delay. We're back. I know it's never too late to learn Sasquatch, and I am going to learn. I've got a few videos out there, but not many. I hadn't done any all winter long. I've been lazy. Been sitting in the house by the wood stove.
I think it's pretty amazing just to see, you know, I don't know how, if we can reconnect. All right, we may be back. No,
I'm still buffering.
it was us buffering, Joy. I think we should be back. Gotta wait for the delay to go through.
No connection for me.
Miss Mary has no connection. Still buffering on her end. But yeah, we're out here by Twin Bridges in Oklahoma, west of Wyandotte. This is where me and my grandpa used to go fishing all the time. There used to be a dock right there.
You can still see a little bit of it, the part of it.
I remember as a little bitty kid, I don't know, probably maybe 5 or 6 years old, with a little bitty pole going inside that dock in the wintertime. And they just a bunch of old men, and they had a little potbelly stove in there to put firewood in, help keep warm, go fishing. And then I don't know, it was probably 5 or 6 years ago, I seen it for sale in the paper.
The potbelly stove?
No, the dock was
Oh,
for
the dock
sale. Yeah.
was for sale?
Yeah, it was for sale, and I said, boy, that would be nice to buy that. But the problem was with the new laws and stuff that the GRDA put in, that dock had to be pulled out and then retrofitted with different floats.
Yeah.
That has the plastic covering around it or whatever. I said, man, that, you know, for what they want for that dock, and then have to, you know, pull it out and retrofit it and everything, it would cost too much. You couldn't get it back up and running. I would have loved to have seen it, you know, still going and everything. Just from the memories.
5. David was buffering or me. We just lost connection altogether.
Let's see. Deborah Felix said, good morning, David Mama. Is my mom in here? Didn't see her.
No, I haven't seen her.
This-
No, I'm not his mama. I'm just his friend.
This is Miss Mary. It's not my mom.
Hi, Deborah.
But yeah, back to the story earlier, you know, after blowing the motor in my truck and everything, I found myself out there just working, you know, 18, 20 hours a day, about 1,200 miles a day for a good long while, trying to get caught up. And the rates were just terrible with hopper bottom at the time. So yeah, I had a hard time getting caught up. And then the guy I was buying the truck and trailer from was yelling at me about money and stuff. So I said, you know what, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the hopper bottom back, because that's honestly what he wanted. He just wanted that trailer back because it was almost paid for. And so I said, I'll give you that back, but you take the price of that new motor off of the truck. And he agreed to that over the phone, but he didn't take it off. And so yeah, anyways, I ended up leasing on to CFI and pulling their trailers around for several months. I can't remember how long it was, but I leased on to them. And then I had a buddy out in the oil field talking to me about how the rates were out there. And I said, well, shoot, I'm going out to the oil field. And went out there and started hauling crude oil. Did that for several years. And I think I had the truck paid down to about $20,000. Then I got a call saying that I guess my wife hadn't been paying the payments on the truck. So plus I was getting blow by. You know, I noticed a blow by getting worse and worse on that motor. And I said, yeah, it's only going to be a few more years probably before I need to get another motor. So I just decided to go ahead and sell it and get out of there. Probably was the best decision I ever made, because now I get to go drive someone else's truck, and if it breaks down, it's not my problem.
Deborah, that's not a problem. I'm probably old enough to be his grandmother. Homestead family reclaimed. Good morning.
Well, my grandma was, I think she was 65 back when I was about 15, 16 years old, I think. Well, he's getting it. My grandma, I think she died about 65. She was painting she owned 2 houses in Miami, Oklahoma, and the rental house she had next door, which I pretty much grew up there, you know, we lived there for several years. But she was painting the front porch, and she had a paint can sitting there, and she almost tripped over it, you know, so she kind of sidestepped, and she ended up falling down. She broke her hip, and ended up getting hip surgery and everything. And then it was about a week later or so she died from a blood clot from that. So.
Yeah, as we get older, we have to really watch falling, because that hip surgery, you just don't. The surgery's a success, but then you die from complications. And I'm going to live till I'm at least 120. Well, I come from the women in my family lived the ripe old ages, and I plan on being one of them. One of my favorite aunts lived to be 105, and my other favorite aunt, she's still alive, and she's 96, just turned 96. So,
just to think, like, someone of that age, like, everything they've seen in their life, the knowledge and everything they've had or have is just, I mean, that's amazing. I've always kind of hung out with older people. Like, when I was working at a welding shop, I hung out with these older guys and stuff.
you learn
Like,
more.
yeah, learning. I mean, that's how I learned how to weld, was hanging out with them and just, you know, watching everything they did.
I've gone back to hanging out with younger people because they keep me young. All the people my age, they're old and decrepit, and I'm not. And I ain't gonna get that way either. I've stopped there and got barrels before.
Yeah, that's a good place to get barrels. That's
Had
where I got all mine.
They had some water totes, but they're not there now. They're all gone.
This is where my brother lives.
Oh, your brother lives here?
Yep.
I come through here on my way to Joplin, so I'm quite familiar with these roads around here.
I used to live right down here, go down Main Street, and the water tower's right over there.
Yeah, it's right there.
No, the other one.
The other one?
There's a water tower right over there. There's a house right in front of that water tower.
Yeah, I see it.
I used to live there.
Oh, cool.
I worked at Pizza Hut Express in Miami, and I lived there. So,
Well, it's not a bad drive, because you come right down here and go right on out that way.
that was, I guess, one of my first driving jobs. Driving for Pizza Hut delivery. Made pizzas and delivered them. I mean, I didn't make a lot of money, but I was never broke. Always had a little bit of money in my pocket, I guess.
That does make a difference.
Yeah. Let's see. Boy, these Oklahoma roads make it hard to read the chat.
Yeah, well, Marty agreed. Wow, David is going. I was expecting to see you live this morning sitting on your bus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I wasn't going to Shootdang, I probably wouldn't have done a live this morning.
We're having coffee time anyway.
Yeah. Coffee with Dave and Mary.
You know, you had invited me up to do a coffee time with you on a Monday morning when you was doing them on Monday morning. You know how early I'd have to get up to be there for your live?
Pretty early.
It's not that I didn't want to, I just didn't want to get up that early.
You said you're about an hour away, so.
Yeah, I come in through Noel, Anderson, Jay, from my house to Jay to
So you probably
Southwest City and on through.
yeah, you live on out past Roost and Rescue.
Yeah. See, I used to work in Southwest City. Lived in Noel, worked in Southwest City.
Was
Worked
it
in
at that
Noel.
Simmons?
Yeah. That's where I met my husband.
I've hauled a lot of chicken out of Simmons down there for CEI. That was one of my main deals, is go out there and pick up a load of frozen chicken.
Not my favorite job in the world, but it pays the bills. And there's just not that much work right around where
Oh yeah.
Kenny and I lived. He lived there because he could go fishing. It's five minutes down to the below the dam where he liked to go fishing.
Yeah.
So that was a minimum of 4 hours. Sometimes longer, but at least a minimum of 4 hours. He was an excellent fisherman.
I'm going to be looking for a piece of land over here, somewhere in this area in Oklahoma.
That's right.
Hopefully before too long. Well, I guess, I mean, there's two main reasons. I mean, number one, that's where, over here's where most all my family is.
Oh, okay.
This is where I was born and raised for the most part. I did live down in Arkansas for a while, and then at 16 I moved to my dad's in Joplin and lived pretty much in that area ever since. But the other reason is, you know, I'm Indian, so I can get the health care
You
through the
get better
Indians.
benefits.
Yeah. So,
Well, I was hoping you was going to come up my way to my new place.
yeah, I don't know if that's the best move for me. I mean,
If it's not the best move for you, then don't take it.
the other thing is, I might consider buying a piece of property out there and just paying cash for it, buying it outright. When I get this job driving for CFI, I'm going to be putting some cash back.
It's good to have a little in reserve.
Yeah. This running on zero just ain't working.
It's not a lot of fun.
No. But I mean, you know, it teaches a person how to live on nothing, you know.
Oh yeah, it does.
You got to be resourceful.
Most of my life I've been resourceful,
Oh yeah.
but I finally learned how to manage. If you just keep going straight, you'll get on the
Yeah.
turnpike. Okay, there. Enjoy my last laugh. You're not, my chat's not rolling like it should.
My cousin has that custom tents and tarps right over here
Oh, does it?
by Buffalo Ranch. Yeah, he's the one that owns that business now.
They used to do custom trikes, didn't they?
No, the tents. It's down a little ways.
It's on down a little
Yeah,
ways.
you're talking about the place right across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's custom TNT tents and tarps. They do like banners and like the pop-up tents, tarps for semi-trailers or cattle trailers or whatever.
I can't remember if we get a ticket here or we pay.
Yeah, I think we get a ticket here and then we pay
At the
like
next one.
part way down. Coming into the toll booth here at Fairland toll booth.
I don't know where the next one is.
It's
Can't remember where the next one is.
Big Cabin. Big Cabin will be where we pay $1 or something.
Okay, Judy Plaster from Northern California.
What's up, Judy? all the way from Northern California.
Renee Keith. Good morning.
Good morning, Renee. Renee, I talked to my wife and she said that we have not got, or she hadn't even been checking the mail, so we have not got nothing in. So I don't know if maybe that person that was stalking my place, if they've been checking my mail or something. So guys, please don't send me anything in the mail, because yeah, I need to get a P.O. box so that would be secure. I don't know.
Especially if you're gonna be gone out on the road.
Yeah, please don't send anything through the mail to me. If you want to help or something, send it through PayPal, because I mean, apparently I'm not getting all my mail or something. So
Forgotten Black Sheep. Good morning from Missouri. Well, good morning.
we just left Missouri. I'll probably end up getting a P.O. box or something, because I mean, not that I need you guys to send me money or anything like that, but I like it whenever I get letters and stuff from y'all. I've gotten a few letters and I really appreciate that. A lot of you guys, you know, will share stories and stuff with me, and you know, tell me how watching my videos helps you escape from your reality, like, you know, whatever's going on in your life, issues you might be having or whatever. So I really like those. And
Horse Scans. Good morning from Exeter, Missouri.
from Exeter.
Yeah.
Sweet. I've been there before. I can't think exactly where Exeter is, but I know I've been there. For sure.
Heard that. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Renee said, "Oh, David, I'm so sorry. That's so sad."
Yeah. Somebody had sent me cash money one time through the mail. What was that? I think it was Irene. I think her name was Irene. My memory's terrible, but she had sent a sizable amount of cash to me to go help out with somebody. And I tell you what, when I got that in the mail, I was like, I ended up calling her. I'm like, don't ever do that again. Don't send cash to the mail, because I mean, most likely you're not gonna get it. I mean, people are supposed to be trustworthy, and they're just not. So.
It's always been that way. Even back when I was a little kid at Grandma and Grandpa's, I was out there just as often as I could be. We was off grid and didn't know it. She didn't have any electricity, no running water. We didn't even have an old-timey outhouse. You just went wherever you wanted to go. So this new property of mine being off grid is going to be a challenge. It's been a number of years since I was off grid, but I do know what it takes to do it.
Yeah. Are you getting a cabin moved out there? Or?
No, I'm going to be on my own. Kind of a, well, let's see. Kind of like a barn dominium, but a mini one. I'm determined the size is going to be 16 by 32. With front and back porches.
It's a pretty good size.
Yeah.
I was watching a video the other day of, I can't remember what the channel was, but this guy, he started off building it as a, I want to say a 12 by 20 or something like that. It wasn't big, but it was just a hunting cabin on his parents' you know, their hunting property.
Yeah.
And as he grew up, you know, he would go out there. He was thinking, man, I'd like to just live out here. So he added on to it a little bit by little bit. Just kept adding on and adding on, and ended up putting solar out there. Got a well stabbed in the ground, which I don't know if you can do that in this area, or even out there at that other area, because it's so much rock.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Lori Carp says good morning.
Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Tony. Our cabin in the woods. I can't be looking at the chat too much because I'm driving.
That's why I keep interrupting him,
Yeah.
so I can keep up with the chats. No, I may start off with just the bedroom, which would be a 16 by 12, or 12 by 16. And then add the kitchen, and then add the living room part.
Yeah. You got a good support system out there too. Some good neighbors.
Oh, that's one reason I want it out there.
The best of neighbors.
That's just a good neighborhood to be in. And at my age, they're all younger, so I get special treatment. Hey, it pays to get old.
I feel like I'm getting old.
Oh, you're
I
still
was
just a little
I
lad.
know, but I think I'm gonna have to get surgery done on my you call that on the top of your stomach where it closes off. I'm pretty sure whenever they did the EGD or whatever, they said that that ulcer's right there on that, and so when that ulcer starts to get inflamed, it makes it where it can't fully close off. And I got a hiatal hernia. And so that acid gets in there, and that hiatal hernia just sits in it, and food will sit in there, and it eats through basically, and just causes all kinds of havoc. I may end up having to get surgery done on fix it or something. I don't know, but I'll end up getting some real insurance, I guess, through CFI. So eventually I can maybe get that took care of.
Well, Joy, bless life. What are you building, Gary? Who are your neighbors? Well, I am going to build me a barndominium, a mini barndominium, and my neighbors are just wonderful people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 families that I've met already up there, and they're just wonderful people. It'll be in Missouri. Oh, Joy Bless Life says, where, not what? Up close to Springfield.
I'm considering buying a property out there, and but I'm not going to make payments on it. I will just go in and I'm going to save up the money to be able to just pay cash for it, and maybe I don't know if I'll move on to it, but maybe just have it as a getaway vacation spot or something.
It's going to take me a couple of years to get permanently settled up there, because I plan on doing all the work myself. And it's going to be paid as I go.
I don't want to go into debt for anything ever again. That's my main goal, is to never have to go into debt. After going into debt over $100,000 or whatever on that business, working for years and years and years, and then just basically figuring out it was a big rat race, I decided to get out of that and start following my dreams. That's what's brought me to what I'm doing now. Just trying to follow my dreams and do what makes me happy. So I look back on my video where I sold my semi-truck, and that's, I think, been like 3 years ago now. It's like 2 or 3 years ago. And I've seen how much weight I've lost going from then to now.
Yeah,
It's like, man,
you'll get a semi gut.
yeah.
Driving semi. Well, Joy Bless Life, Joyce is in Missouri, but she's up around Joplin.
Oh, nice.
They finally got them some land. And
Wait, Joy Bless Life, you're in Joplin?
no, Joyce Morse from
Oh,
Morse's Patch
okay.
Heaven.
Yeah,
But Joy was making a statement.
I was thinking, like, wait a minute, no, like, I thought Joy Bless Life was out around, what is that? The Smoky Mountains or whatever.
Well, she's in on most people's channels.
Yeah. But yeah, Joyce Morris and them. They were in Carthage. That's really close to me.
Well, they're between Carthage and Joplin, I think.
Yeah, they moved to or got a different property now.
Yeah,
From what I see.
they were getting their chickens home this morning.
Yeah, I clicked on that one. I think I commented with a thumbs up because I wasn't like physically watching. I was taking a bath while it was playing. So I was basically just listening to it.
The notification woke me up before my alarm went off.
I'm glad they got their calf back.
Yes.
It had wandered off.
But it came home. That's a good thing. They got their pigs and their two cows and the calf, and now they're getting their chickens, and Living Traditions put out one this morning too.
Yeah, Living Traditions is out in that area of Missouri.
Joy Blessed Life says she's a YouTuber in the Smokies.
Yeah.
Those are so pretty. I was through there about 4 years ago, and that is so pretty.
Yeah, when I went to the classes, do you need to use the bathroom?
Not right this minute.
I was going to say, if we're going to stop, this is the place to do it.
10 minutes from now, I'll have to stop, but not right this minute.
Watch it, Yellow Freight. Stay in your lane, buddy. I used to work down here in Big Cabin years and years ago. Back when I was 18, I worked at a place called Express Metals. Just a little way out 69 highway from
Yeah.
the truck stop.
I think they're still there, aren't they?
I don't know if they're still there or not. There's some place there. I know years and years ago it was called Express Metals, and we used to build boilers for power plants. I built the I-beam structures for power plant boilers and put the tube sheets in, put the tubes in, but I didn't weld the tubes up. I didn't do the pressure vessel welding on it. They had a guy that was certified that did that, and that was all he did.
Well, goodbye, Deborah. We'll see you later. Yeah, I don't think Joyce is going to make it today. I was hoping she would, but they've got so much on their plate right now that they may not feel like they can take a day off.
I would love to build a bus for him, but yeah, I just, man, that would be every weekend for quite some time.
Well, and I think they're wanting something immediately.
Yeah, I would think. I mean, I might consider selling my bus when I have it a little more done. If I could sell it for enough to maybe buy, a property that, I pay for it with cash, I might do that, but I need to go through everything on that bus and make sure it's mechanically good. I need to look at the date on the motor because it has a remand motor in it and a remand transmission. So the motor and transmission is actually newer than the bus. I just haven't looked at the dates on it, and I'll look at that and do a video on it or whatever. But yeah, it's a remand motor and remand transmission. But I want to get the fuel pump changed. I've already got it. My brother got that for me and sent it to me, so I'll get the new fuel pump put on it, and it should be good to go.
I was hoping they would be.
I would imagine it should only be like $1.50 or
I
something.
know, but I wanted to save my coins for coming back. I don't think there is one coming back.
go all the way to Tulsa. I usually get off at Big Cabin. Thank you, sir. You too.
Now we got the pocket change. I usually just go up 69, get 12 from home. That's 325. There might be another one on it or something.
Oh, it's, I guess, $5 from Joplin. We got on it Fairland. So, what'd you say, 325?
Yeah. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. I think in a semi truck it's probably 25 or 30 bucks. It's quite a bit more for a semi.
Well, that window's not gonna work.
Our cabin in the woods said, did you get a room?
No, it's just a day trip,
Well,
But he said, David said it'd take us about 2 hours, Renee. He said no video on their end. FTF. I don't know who that is.
you have video on your end?
Yeah, I got video on my hand. It's just delayed.
We should be good.
Okay.
You might refresh if you don't have video. Might go out and come back in.
Joy Bliss says the video is fine here. Okay, so he needs to refresh here. He, she. Renee Keith says, oh, that's not far. That is so nice. You both have a wonderful day. Cindy Brown says the video's fine. Cory Carp says, I have no video here.
Foreskins, you live by Roaring River? That's awesome.
Yes,
I love going out to Roaring River.
I do too.
I've been out there several times, but I've only went fishing for trout out there once.
I just go play with the fish, feed them. I don't go fishing.
Yeah.
I just go for the scenery.
I've had trout before, and I didn't really care for trout too much.
I don't like to eat trout either.
I mean, like catfish. Like, I don't mind eating catfish, but that it has kind of an aftertaste to it that I don't really care for. I mean, that could be just, the way it was fixed. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not real big on catfish.
I like sand bass, black bass,
Oh, yeah. Crappie.
crappie, perch, catfish.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't care for the trout.
Yeah, when I was...
But now, I did eat trout one time out there when we was trucking back in the 80s. It was grilled with the skin on it, eyeballs in it and everything. And it was good.
my
I don't care for salmon.
My first time ever, like, actually eating perch. I think I ate perch before, but when I was 16, I was working at Petro, or I guess I would be about 17. I took a vacation, had a 2-week vacation, and I went with a buddy down to Big M State Park off the lake, and we took his bass boat out there and lived out there for 2 weeks, and the rule was that you could only spend 50 cents a day down at the marina for a pop or a candy bar or something like that, and you had to live off of the fishing cod. I thought I was going to starve to death. I ended up, the first day I spent like 50 cents on a can of corn, and I used that to catch perch out there on the lake. I was like, I can catch lots of perch. I won't starve to death. And then one day I caught a great big, like a 5-pound crappie. And the guy I was with, he's like, man, that's like a state record.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, that's a huge crappie. I'm like, I don't care what it is, I'm eating it.
Forskin says, I believe it's the best state park that I know of. I'll agree with you, Forskin. It is so pretty and pleasant up there. I like touring the hatchery. Well, good morning, Betty England.
Hey, Mom.
Patty Price says, good morning, folks. Glad to hear you're coming.
Good morning, Patty Price. Are you at Shootdang Fest, Patty? What's up, Danny? My chat just popped up there.
Now we're going home tonight. I can't keep this young man out all night. Yep, Patty Price is there.
Sweet. We'll be seeing you here in a little while. I imagine we're probably, I don't know, about an hour away, something like that. If I was to guess. I don't have a GPS running or anything. So.
Yeah, I'm an hour away.
I've just been down this road a time or two. Or 3,000. I don't know if I've been down this road 3,000 times, but probably at least 1,000 times.
I don't go to Tulsa enough to buy a pack pass. That's why I don't have one. And when I go to Joplin, I don't use the turnpike. I go up through Seneca, come out there to Petro.
When I was doing owner-operator stuff, like I tried my best to stay off the toll roads. Because, I mean, yeah, it's a write-off, but it doesn't help you, you know, until the end of the year, really. I mean, and it don't even help you then, really. So, it's just a minuscule amount. They kind of nickel-dime you.
Well, and paying toll could mean the difference between a meal that week. One meal.
Yep.
Especially when you're out on the road.
Well, I mean, there's some toll roads out there, like up in PA and
Yeah.
stuff. Woo, man. Or across Ohio, it costs you an arm and a leg. Like, I think that one across Ohio was like almost, I mean, back then, was probably almost the cost of a tire for a semi-truck. And I said, nope, I'll just take the highway. That highway going, it's like south of that. I can't remember what it's called. It was just congested all the time because all the truck drivers and everybody that didn't want to pay the toll.
Yeah. Well, that's why 69 has got.
Yeah. That'll be Oklahoma and 75 in Texas. That'll be my route going down to Dallas. I got a trip planned that route and see where I want to take my 30-minute break or whatever. I'm kind of thinking it'd probably be around Anna, Texas. That's where I usually like to stop. I think there's a Love's there.
I lived in Texas for 13 years. Longview, Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
Lived the longest in Longview.
Yeah, I used to haul scrap metal down there to Laterno in Longview.
I lived on Laterno Drive, so I wasn't far from it.
Yeah.
Passed it every time I went to town.
For about 8 years, there was a place in Joplin called EBV. They took military ammunition, they would incinerate it, and we took the scrap metal from that stuff, and we had a bunch of people that go through it, make sure there was no live rounds or anything left. And then we would take that scrap metal down to Laterno Steel in Longview, Texas. And so I did that for a long time, back and forth. I drove a day cab, and there was times when they'd make me sleep across the seat in that day cab. And I swore up and down I would never drive a day cab again. And now I'm going to go drive a day cab for CFI. And I said, well, there's a big difference there. CFI will pay for a motel if I get stuck out on the road, you know.
Yeah, for any length of time.
So that's a big difference.
I have to roll the window down every so often to give David some air.
I don't smoke no more, but it don't really bother me. So.
Yeah, but I don't want to get it cooped up in here either. And having the windows down makes too much noise. Well, David and I are getting to visit a lot this morning. It's really nice. I know a lot about him, but I don't think he knows a whole lot about me yet.
No, I know. I didn't know that you used to drive a truck. You used to have a CDL.
Been drywall,
Wow.
paint. Been a waitress at a truck stop. I've just about done most things that people don't like doing. But it always paid my bills. If you ain't paying your bills, you ain't living. You're just existing.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing for the last couple of years now. Just kind of barely getting by, trying to run my own business. And it just, with the economy deal that,
Oh, you got in right at the wrong time when the COVID hit.
Yep. I mean, I started off real good and strong. For 3 months, I done really good. Basically, I made enough money in that 3 months to pay for my sawmill. It basically paid for itself. And, I thought, hey, this is doing really good. And the CV thing come in. And now it's got really bad. I mean, I can't sell anything. Can't sell any wood or anything because just people ain't working and making any extra income, so they don't buy stuff like that. And
Your Blessed Life
it
says
shut
they
people
have
down.
a Circle of Wagons, the VW show this weekend. I have a yellow VW bug. Danny is working today, so we will go tomorrow. Cool. That sounds like fun, Joy.
Heck yeah. I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, your work that was paid off your sawmill.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so I, basically paid it off in about 3 months, and then it took a crap, and it's got really bad. I said, well, the only way this is going to work is me just go back out on the road. I mean, I'm basically not going over the road. I'll be home every day, so that'll be nice. But there's always somebody there at the house, or my neighbor across the street. Like today, my wife and kids are there, so. And I do have a game camera set up. I'm going to end up catching somebody if they're watching or coming by checking my mail. So I hope that it works. I got it set up.
It'll work. They'll trigger it if they come by and check it.
Hoping they don't see it. It's kind of hard to get one set up where it's close enough,
To recognize people, yeah.
To take a picture or whatever, but not be right out there in the, right in the open. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably end up selling that property and then never put my address out there ever again.
But it wasn't hard to find you.
Yeah.
Of course, I would have just went back and got your road trip if you Mustang. Because I knew the lay of the land, and I could follow that.
Yeah, I mean, over time, like if you do videos that, kind of show stuff around you, or if you do a drone video, if you go up and you show drone footage of around where you live, there's a lot of people that, if they wanted to, they could take that information and they figure out pretty easily where you live.
Met T.R. Hibbins, so happy you two are on your way to Shootdang Fest. Hope you have a safe trip and an awesome time.
Motocross chicken there? Yep, there she is. Good morning. Let's see. She's saying good morning to Joy Blessed Life. Yeah, Tracy said that she had tagged me in several of the lives yesterday, and I was like, well, I mean, I may not have been in there anymore. I may not have seen it because
I sent
was
you
getting.
my email, and you didn't read it either. I thought, well, you might just skip over it and hoping somebody else will skip over it too.
I miss emails all the time. I get so many emails, it's insane. Just,
But I got you in my contacts now. You're not safe.
if you send me a message, I don't respond. You just send me another one like, hey, quit ignoring me. But I get some people that, you know, they get my number and then they want to call me all the time. Like, you know, if I'm trying to shoot a video, I can't answer the phone, you know, talk and stuff. I mean, you know, there's a lot of time spent, like, just recording and then time spent editing.
Yeah. Once you get your phone tied up with upload, you can't use it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it stops the upload, makes it take longer. I have to restart my phone probably 3 or 4 times just to upload like a 15-minute long video. It'll just say that uploading pause, waiting on the network. And I'm like, what's going on here? And I'll click on it and it'll do nothing. And the only way I can get it to restart is to turn my phone off and back on to get it to start uploading again. It's pretty crazy. Hope you're feeling much better. Yeah, I took my I can't even remember how you pronounce that medicine, but my blood pressure medicine yesterday afternoon, and it caused my blood pressure to spike again. And I said, okay, I'm not taking that ever again. It's doing the exact opposite of what it should be doing. And then I ended up going to Walmart and I got some garlic. That's something I'd been taking before that helped. And I woke up this morning and took my blood pressure. It was 143/80. So I mean, that's not bad, but it's not good either. I need to try to get it down lower than that. The thing that I'm really worried about is if it's 160 or 170 or something, and I go do my DOT physical, that can cause problems where I have to go to see a doctor and have restrictions and all kinds of stuff. And it could actually prevent me from being able to drive if it's high, you know. So I gotta focus on keeping that low.
Roosted Rescue says, have fun, y'all. I thought maybe you guys would be there.
Yeah, Rooster Rescue. What's up, Kelly? Have you seen their videos here lately? They're, I guess, off grid now, right?
No, they're still in the same place.
Well, they're off grid.
Oh, did they go off
Yeah.
grid? I must have missed that one.
I think they're off grid. I don't know if they're completely off grid, but I know they're not on their well anymore. They put cisterns in. They're doing a lot of stuff.
Their well water wasn't any good anyway, so
Yeah.
they've been hauling in water. I didn't know that. Starlink. Joy Bless Life says when the funds are flowing, you might want Starlink just really fast. It'll save you tons of time.
Yeah, I haven't looked into Starlink to see like what the pricing is on that. I might end up looking into that.
Well, that's what's CRC's got is Starlink.
Is it like a
It's
certain
a satellite.
Is it a certain price, like no matter where you are?
Well, you can talk to CRC when we get there about it. He'll tell you all about it. How far away are you now? Well, I hadn't been watching the road. I don't know where we're at.
I'm gonna guess about 35, 40 minutes away.
No, we ain't that far away.
I'm kind of, maybe going a little bit faster.
Slower.
This guy wants to get over for some reason, or maybe he doesn't. He probably just left his blinker on. he's hauling paper rolls.
You know, paper rolls.
The trailer's bulged out.
Oh, okay.
I've hauled lots and lots of paper. Big old paper rolls.
Oh, Roosted Rescue. Not completely off grid. We got our cistern in place and our collecting rainwater currently. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at that one.
You guys have to start investing in your solar and stuff, I guess, next.
Well, first I'm just gonna. I've got to invest in a generator so I can power up things, and then I'll have to have a log splitter before I get out there because I cannot split wood. I have to have a log splitter. So I know that's a couple $1,000. So those are my main. Because I can live without solar.
Well, I mean, if you got a solar system like I've got on the bus, that'd be enough.
Well, eventually I will because you can't run a generator, but during the build I'll just have a generator.
Yeah, for building you're gonna need a generator. But for like just normal everyday, that system I have going on the bus right now, it's enough to get by. And of course you could use like a microwave every now and then on it, but that's really going to be a major drawdown. I know that I'm going to have to get probably at least another 600 watts and another 200 amp hour batteries.
Oh, Lordy. Cindy Brown says, I think CRC said it was 300 plus $110 a month. Oh, Lord.
300 like for the system and then 100 a month?
$110 a month.
Yeah, 110 a month is about what DSL would cost me where I'm at right now, but DSL where I'm at right now sucks. It's horrible. So we don't even have internet in the house. That broadband, DSL or whatever, just, yeah, not worth it. We're coming up on Claremore.
Oh, then we're not about 20 minutes out.
Yeah.
I come through your town this morning, Kelly, when I went to get David. I really had to go out of my way to go get it. We're doubling back. But he seemed so sad yesterday, and he wasn't going to get to go. And you know us mamas and grandmas, we got to take care of these little boys.
That wasn't my goal. I wasn't thinking like somebody would offer to, bring me out or something. I mean, I kind of thought, maybe old Backwoods, if he is coming through, he can stop by and pick me up or something.
I think he was already there.
Yeah, he was probably already there at that point.
Now, if I'd have been up in my off-grid property, I would have had a truckload.
Man, we got 29 people.
Because I would have brought everybody that wanted to go, as long as I could cram them in here. Because it is so much fun to go to these little meetups.
Foreskin said, living without a microwave is one of the hardest things for me living off grid.
Well, I got electricity and public water where I'm at now, but my microwave keeps going berserk.
I mean, I've got a microwave in the house, but I don't use it. And, I mean, I've just got a griddle out there in the bus, and I've got a little propane butane canister stove that I use to heat my water, and I can cook like ramen noodles or whatever in a pan pretty quick with that.
I cook my ramen noodles in a pan too.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Cook my noodles in a pan.
Yeah.
Joy said that they weren't off grid, but they chose to live without a microwave.
Yeah. I had a microwave in my semi truck and a 3,000 watt inverter. I mean, you could call that off grid because I wasn't hooked up to a power line, but I mean, basically I was hooked up to a fuel pump. I had to run the truck all the time to run the alternator to keep the batteries charged. And when I'd kick that, it was a 700 watt microwave. I'd kick that thing on, and you could practically just see the voltage just dropping down. Oh, like, oh my gosh. But it ran it, and then I could run a little hot plate off of that inverter. But now I've just got a 2,000 watt inverter, and I don't run anything that draws a lot of amps off of it, you know. Just like charging up devices and stuff. The bus is completely off grid now, so I still have those drop cords run in there. I've got that little radiant heater plugged into it, but I haven't had to, be using that. But this next winter, I plan on having a wood burning stove installed and be able to use that for heat, for the most part. I've got to figure out how I'm gonna keep it warm in there when I'm not home. I guess I'll probably end up just turning that diesel heater on.
The ladies are talking about microwaves. Kelly said she chooses to live without one. You learn to adjust. Lila Newton says same here. With or without. Cindy Brown, she'd rather have her air fryer than a microwave.
I don't have an air fryer. I've got what's those little electronic pressure cooker? What do they call them? Instant Pot. Yeah, I've got one of those. I've barely used it. I think I made like a pot roast or something in it once. I mean, it was alright, but that was mostly because of it was a venison pot roast.
I like me some venison.
Yeah. I haven't been hunting in years, and I still got a bunch of deer meat in the freezer. We don't eat it a whole lot.
Fortune says, okay, I bet you need a TV. I've been without for 14 plus years.
Yeah.
I can live without a TV. That don't bother me a bit in the world. I like my company.
I've got a great big screen TV in my living room, and I've turned it on one or two times in the last like 6 months. I just don't watch it. Having my phone and watching YouTube, and that's all I need. I don't even need that. I can definitely do without that. It might get a little boring. I like the connection, with everybody in the YouTube community.
I'd rather watch YouTube and talk to my friends that I have made over the last 2 years than I had watched TV, because there ain't nothing on there to watch.
It's all reruns.
Roost and Rescue, we have a lot of modern convenience, but I could go completely off grid in a snap and not be affected of a single down. You may have come from New York, but you've learned to be very country. And that's what country people do. Georgia Last Life said she wants a wood stove. I got me one last year. I'll still use my central air, but as far as heat, I didn't turn no heat on my central system this year. Just the wood stove. It's been really good.
I'm definitely going to have to get a mini split installed in that bus, and then I'm going to have to make sure I got enough solar on the roof of it to be able to power that thing, on a hot sunny day, at least throughout the day, and then try to get enough batteries in there. I think you can only put like 8 batteries in a series, and so whenever you size your solar system, you have to think about that. And that's and what you can afford, and that's why I went with the 200 amp hour
You'll want
batteries.
to get over this way because you're going to take an exit up there pretty soon.
That'll be a
Creek Turnpike comes up.
We've got we got to go past the what's it called? City.
Yeah, that's what down here.
We still got this. Yeah, I used to go up the port up here. I used to go up here all the time and load out, pick up ammonium nitrate. Well, I'll tell you what, after the Oklahoma City thing,
Yeah.
boy, the security on that stuff got tight.
I imagine.
I remember back, like the first time I drove for CFI, I was hauling that stuff in super sacks in a trailer. I would go pick it up over in St. Louis at the port over there in the river. And I had escort convoy. They would follow you so far behind, and they tracked the truck, and you were not allowed to stop between where you picked it up and where you were going with it.
Point A to point B, you had to stay a straight line.
Yeah. And if you had to stop and use the bathroom, you had to call them and say, hey, I got to stop up here or whatever. And you would pull into that truck stop parking lot and had to wait for them to pull up behind you. And once they pulled up behind you, then you could go in and use the bathroom. It was tight security on that stuff for a while. Still kind of is, but nothing like it used to be.
Well, my little old truck gets really good gas mileage. I can't complain about it at all.
We'll be there in just a few minutes now.
I think Renee is congratulating you on your job.
Thank you.
That's big cabin.
What's up, Drew? Lindsay?
Can't wait to see you, bro.
I'll be there probably 10 minutes or so,
Yeah.
I think. We're coming up on the 44-412 interchange here in just a few minutes.
Well, you know the first thing I gotta do.
Where's the bathroom?
Yep. Good job.
I'm gonna have to get back over in the left lane. I just jumped over here to keep people from coming up beside me.
Okay. I think that starts at 10 o'clock. We're gonna make it on time. Of course, I imagine you're all visiting anyway, but officially it doesn't start till 10. Lila Newton says, well, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a wonderful time for me. Love y'all both. Thank you, Lila.
Thank you,
And
Lila.
we'll be thinking about you today, because I know how much you enjoy it. Yeah, McChick, I have a channel called Never Too Late Homestead.
Yes, it's this exit.
Yeah, it's this
Pretty
one.
sure.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
you got it.
There's the Hard Rock.
Yep.
Now just finding the motel. It's over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what
Take
I
a
was
ride.
thinking.
Take
That's
a
what I
ride.
was thinking. Be there in just a minute, y'all. Hey, Dawn Lee. Good morning.
That's why they called it a major freeway.
This used to be just a little 2-lane road. That wasn't that long ago. Do I turn here?
No. It's on the road just a teeny bit, I think. The Quinta.
La Quinta. Do we turn at the La Quinta? I have no idea. I think I'm gonna turn right here on this road. This looks like a main road.
Yep. And there's the IHOP. Taco Bueno.
It's a bueno. I see a football stadium. There's a Hampton.
Okay, it's supposed to be next door to the Hampton. Now we'll go down this road. Yeah, there it is.
Look at that. No GPS. I believe that's the Homewood Suites right there.
Is it this one or that one?
It's right here.
That other one's Fairfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like there's a lot of people here, y'all. All right, guys. We will see you on the next one. I don't know when I'll be going live, but stay tuned. All right. But
Keep checking in.
we're here. Bye.